Hello, Pisces. Welcome to Lotus Heart Tarot. I'm so excited to have you here. We're going to dive right in and get a look at the energies around you. If you're new to my channel, welcome, welcome. I'm very happy to have you. This is a general reading, so please take what resonates and leave the rest. All right, for Pisces, please, Spirit, what can you show us for Pisces? What's at play for Pisces right now? All right, Pisces. Wow, you have bless on the bottom of the deck. Wow, and you are getting listen here. You I feel that you have blessings coming in. There is something here where there is an energy definitely of receiving, open up to receive. When we listen, we are receiving a message. We're not speaking the message. So this is like almost like pay attention to everything here. It's almost like with this blessing card, it's like I feel the spiritual breadcrumbs, signs, synchronicities, having confirmations in real life. These jewels on this card feel like a pentacle energy. So it's kind of like remember to be mindful about the little wins that you have, or when the ball bounces in your direction instead of bouncing in the opposite direction. It's kind of like there's a shift in an energy here, or there's something that's changing, and we want to be mindfully aware of it. It's almost like your luck is changing is really how it feels. And it's kind of like, be aware of it, pay attention to it. Every little thing that kind of goes your way or whatever, it's like be mindfully aware of it. Speak gratitude for it. Just don't let it kind of like pass you by without noticing it. And also with the listen card, it's kind of like really pay attention for these signs and synchronicities. They are really leading you somewhere. It is really important. They are adding up. It is paving the path for you. It is guiding you and leading you. If you see angel numbers, think about, what am I thinking in this moment? What could this be about? Where could this be leading me? Where could this be taking me? If you have some idea, you can even ask your angel guides and your spirits to, to send you some kind of synchronicity or some kind of confirmation. All right. Man. Okay, Pisces, you are definitely, I feel like, wrapping up a cycle here with this energy. I feel like you have gifts of the lonely path, and from below to the above. There's an energy here of, when we are, loneliness or being alone is actually really an illusion. We're never really alone. We always have, spirit guides, the divine. We're always energetically connected and plugged into the collective consciousness, where whether we're happy about it or not, sometimes we are all connected, and there is no such thing as separateness, really, or loneliness. Well, there is such a thing as loneliness, but that's because we're not tapping into the connectedness. There is a point where, we get secure in our aloneness. We get to a place where we are safe, and a lot of times we can actually get to a place where we really enjoy being by ourselves, where we enjoy just choosing our own path and not worrying about someone else, and just being able to fully immerse ourselves in whatever we want to fully immerse ourselves in without really thinking about anyone else. And I feel like, Pisces, it's like you may have been through a period where you have been alone, or where the road has felt a little lonely. I feel like there was healing involved here. I feel like there was, discovery of new wisdom. There was discovery of self. There were a lot of really positive things that came from this. But I also feel that it is changing, that, you know, that while some of you may have grown comfortable to this path, you know, our path is ever changing. Our path takes us through more than one thing in life, right? That's the one thing we know about life, is that things will change. And it feels very much like you are being guided here. You're being asked to listen and to look up, you know? So you're definitely being guided in a direction here by spirit, and it's leading you out of this period of time where maybe it was about questioning, it was about introspecting, it was about discovering, it was about you with you. And now it feels as though your things are opening up for you, new opportunities are opening up for you, a new path is opening up for you, a new way of being is opening up for you, and it's like you're being guided in this direction, in the direction that is really meant for you. And it's really quite beautiful. But with this, from the below to the above, this is asking you to dream. It's asking you to, you know, what are your wildest dreams? What is your wildest fantasy? You know, visualize it, dream it, look up and, you know, ask for it, you know, prepare to receive it, you know. There's this exchange between you and spirit. I feel like that's happening, and it is that energy of co-creating your own path, right? So it's kind of like, you know, spirit is definitely leading you in a direction, but that doesn't mean that you're without say about where this is going or about what it looks like, you know? So it is asking you to definitely look for guidance, but also be the guidance, you know, share your vision, share what it is that you're looking for and what you want and what you'd like to see. So what is this in regards to, please, Spirit? All right, you guys are getting gentleness, which is strength. Wow. And strength. You guys with the Leo references in the Pisces readings right now. I don't know if y'all are embracing Leo energy. I don't know if you have Leo placements. Some of you I know are definitely dealing with Leos. I've seen your comments. But the Leo energy is relentless here. So you have this energy, right? I feel that you have found your own inner strength. You have found your courage within. You have done what you were meant to do in this path, right? And now you're emerging someone who has a much better idea of themselves, someone who's much more grounded and centered in your truth, someone who is more likely, hopefully, or possibly to influence those around you than to be influenced by those around you. You have learned lessons. You have looked at where you have been and what you have learned, and you have integrated it in the form of a new ability to discern, which is to look at a situation, to see the truth, to understand what it's offering you and what it could maybe even potentially like cost you. You know, you have this foresight, you have your intuition, you have your gut, and you have this discernment, the lessons learned, the experience that you've gotten from the lessons learned and the way that you've integrated it. And this is like telling you, you have grown strong, you have all the wisdom that you need to move forward. There will be people along your path that will help you. You may be meeting parts of your soul path. And then you have this gentleness on the bottom of the deck. Strength is gentle. Only kindness has wings. Love in action endures. I just feel like this is saying to you, stay true to who you are, trust who you are, trust what you're about, trust what you have learned, trust where the path has taken you and is taking you. And, you know, really tap into all the skills and the things that you have at your disposal, your intuition, your gut feeling, this discernment, the things that you have gained and grown and expanded to include to help you make decisions along the way. All right, Pisces, let's dive into the tarot. Let's see what's going on for Pisces. I feel like a lot of you are having like a major shift in your life right now. it doesn't just feel like in love. It feels like in kind of like all things, or like you're definitely there's something here where there's some kind of connection here in this period of time to your soul path, I feel like, for a lot of you. Let's just dive in. What can we tell Pisces here, Spirit? What message? Oh, Pisces. All right, someone that walked away from you at one point is definitely spying on you. Let me move these. Someone that walked away from you with the Eight of Cups, it hasn't really let you go. There's this energy with the Page of Swords on the bottom of the deck where they are kind of spying. They're still engaging. You know, when we let someone go, but we are when we let someone go, but we energetically hold on to them, it kind of a lot of times takes on the energy of the Page of Swords. It's like, I've walked away from you because I was overwhelmed by the emotion. Maybe I couldn't handle the emotion. Maybe I couldn't go any further emotionally. But also I didn't get very far. I just got far enough away to not be like right in front of you and connected to you. But this is kind of that safe distance for me where I'm kind of watching you at an arm's length. I'm not maybe reaching out to you, or I'm not connecting with you in real life. But I am watching. With the Queen of Swords on the bottom of the deck, oh wow, with the Two of Cups underneath that, this Queen of Swords is kind of telling me that, like, I think this person wants to know if you're mad at them, or like how you would react if they did come forward. I also feel like this person sort of feels like you have the right to feel the way that you feel. And I feel like this energy of this person wanting to know if you're done, if you have cut it off, if you have said enough is enough and I'm not dealing with this connection anymore. The Queen of Swords is an energy of discernment, and so you have discernment here. Pisces, discernment coming up this many times lets me know that you're going to have a choice to make, lets me know that you're going to have a decision to make, lets me know that you're going to have to draw upon the experiences that you have had to make the wisest choice you can for yourself. And it's probably in regards to this person who at some point walked away from you, but has not energetically let go of you. I have had this deck on my desk for some time. I haven't really been using it, but it's been here, and every time I go to put it away, I say no. And I'm getting to use this deck. So we're going to clarify this with this deck. I have no idea how this is going to work, but we're just going to feel it out because I do what I'm guided to do, or I try to. That's the single best way to enhance your intuition, in my opinion, is just to listen to it and do what it says. You know what I mean? I have people ask me that a lot, and that's what I say. Wow. Okay, you guys. I think you got the starfish energy recently in a reading with the animal spirit deck, and here you're getting it again. This energy, like I said, then you can tell that this starfish has, experienced injury. When a starfish has something traumatic happen to one of its appendages, it has the ability to regenerate it and to grow it anew. And the spirit knows that I always think that when I see the starfish. And this starfish, this leg is definitely longer than the other leg. So I can tell that this starfish has gone through some kind of trauma, or has gone through some kind of, loss, and has had to figure it out. They've had to regrow something, or they've had to grow something. And so I feel like this person has been in some energy of growth. They've been in some energy of, it says safe passage, and that is just giving me this vibe of their ego may have caused them to walk away from the connection to make them feel safe. And in that experience, they may have learned that they had a vulnerability that they weren't aware of, or that may have brought their attention to the fact that when they become overwhelmed with emotions, they tend to leave. And this may have been the catalyst for some kind of growth here for this person. They may have chosen the safe route. They may have chosen the ego, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they've just sat there protecting themselves and not growing or not learning or not expanding in any way. You have this energy of whole and mystery. And, it feels like this person is kind of inexorably sort of drawn to this connection. Maybe you are too. But it's kind of like, it's not a logical or analytical situation when we fall in love with someone or when we feel magnetically pulled to someone. There is no like, oh, I'm sure it's because they have blue eyes and I just love blue eyes. No, it's like you wouldn't be inexplicably like pulled to this person just because of some type of like physical attraction. You may manifest it in that way. You may only be willing to acknowledge that there is a physical desire there, but there's probably something much more than that. There's probably some mystery, some lingering energy from a past life or, from a soul contract that we don't remember in this life, right? I see here with the ivy and the clinging, and please, you guys, any of these things may show up as a sign or a synchronicity, any of these things. Like, I'm just somehow really guided here with this. This person is not letting go. It's like this person they're unable to let go. It's like even, when they are in hermit mode by themselves, there's a part of them that's always sort of turned or focused toward this connection and toward figuring it out and toward, understanding why maybe they can't let go. This person may be having a breakthrough with the key card here. They may be kind of unlocking the mystery, or they may be even sometimes when we can just get ourselves to the place where we accept the experience we're having without judging it, and where we say, well, there must be a reason for this. We can actually come to a place of peace with it that can ease our anxiety. Like there must be a reason, and that reason will reveal itself. I trust the universe. I trust that, this is part of my journey for a reason and that I'm learning something very valuable here. But Pisces, if this energy with the discernment and the Queen of Swords, it's like this person may be getting ready to come back around, or this person may be presenting you with some kind of decision here. And with discernment and the Queen of Swords, there is a little bit of do not forget the path that brought you here. That's the sword cycle that brings you to the arrival of discernment and the Queen of Swords. That is suffering. That is feeling defeated. That is being really mentally confused, possibly manipulated, possibly backstabbed, possibly deceived. If you're dealing with someone who's in misalignment, like the Seven of Swords, and then you're trying to balance out with them, you're going to become misaligned. How far did this thing take you out of whack? And how much have you had to go through in order to get yourself to this place where you have worked through all of this sword cycle, come to a place of peace and acceptance with it, and integrated what you have learned in the form of discernment. So, let's just keep going. Let's see what else. What else? What can you tell us? What can you tell us, please, Spirit? Yep. Knight of Cups, Temperance, Four of freaking Wands. This person with the High Priestess, yeah. This is exactly what I feel. This person wants to come back around. I mean, this is just as plain as day. This is what the cards say. You have this energy of you on the bottom of the deck here, clarifying this. You also had the color yellow. Wow, I literally just got Coldplay Yellow, the song. But there's an energy of this person wanting to have success, wanting to have happiness, searching for the confidence maybe to open up or to come forward or to be able to hold their happiness in their hands. Yeah, right underneath that is gray, depressed, detached, unemotional. So you have this Knight of Cups, Temperance, the Four of Wands, and the High Priestess. The Four of Wands and Temperance are both cards that can speak about a reconciliation, you know, wanting to bring something back together, wanting to heal something, wanting to rebalance it, recenter it, bring it together in a healthy, positive way with like boundaries and emotional maturity. And the Four of Wands, this is something that's also, you know, grounded in a sort of a fated energy or a soul connection type energy. With the Knight of Cups, this is someone that has to find the strength within themselves to follow their heart, to come forward, to bring this energy about, to make this possible. And we see the High Priestess on the bottom of the deck. Oh my gosh, with the Tower underneath it. Pisces, I don't think you see this coming. And with the High Priestess energy here, this is like you're not seeking it out. You're not going after it. You're not making sure it all comes back together or bending over backwards or, you know, becoming overly flexible to try to accommodate someone else's vulnerability. You're letting this person have the space and the time to figure it out on their own so that when they do come back, if they do come back, which it looks like in this case, if this is resonating, I feel like this is the energy. You know, it is in the highest and best. It isn't, you know, them coming back to just sort of reproject all the things they were projecting on you before, or, you know, to have the same conclusion. It's an opportunity to elevate the connection. All right. What is this energy for Pisces? This is not really the reading that I was going to do, but this is what is unfolding. So here we go. Okay. Wow. See, you guys got this Pearl card the last time I used this deck, and then that is when I went to put this away, and it was like, no, you need this out. Okay. So yeah, this person is really freaked out that you are going to cut them off entirely. We had that Queen of Swords on the bottom of the deck, and now we have the Knife card with the Sever. It's like this person is afraid either that maybe this is their last chance, or that if they do not come right, they're going to really lose the connection. This person may have tried to kind of have their own way, or to sort of like dominate the connection, or how it went, or how fast it moved, or there may have been an issue of control. I do continuously get some type of pride or ego energy here. I feel it mostly as like trying to stay safe or trying to protect themselves. But, you know, when we try to protect ourselves, we're not thinking about the other person, and we're not thinking about their needs as well. And so that's not really very loving. It's sort of like coming into a space of a relationship and sort of like bulldozing your way to getting what you want, and that's not love. That's just like, I need to get my needs met from you. You know, that's not love. So, I feel like this person though, underneath that, when they move through their space of fear, which is the ego, or what is being represented here, I feel like by the ego, underneath it all, this person is finding vulnerability. This person is finding that they actually do have feelings, and that they are not sort of invested, but they are invested. You know, they feel this love, and, you know, but it's like, it's almost something that it's like they're afraid if they actually reach for it, it's just going to shut down on them, or they're just going to get cut off. And it's almost like they feel as though they have already given you a reason to sort of cut it off, or to sort of shut down on them, or sort of to close up and not let them back in. And it's like they don't want that to happen, and they are aware of the energy that they were projecting that sort of brought that about in the first place. But I feel like the love is guiding them to take action, but I don't necessarily feel that they're completely okay with how they feel, or that they're completely okay with the feelings that they have. I think they are finally okay letting themselves be guided by their emotion, and they want to come together in a healthy, happy way. But I don't see a tremendous amount of like evolution here yet. I just see someone who's coming to terms with with an understanding of what actually this is, or what actually they feel, or what actually is kind of happening here for them. All right, let's go deeper. Spirit, what else can you tell us for Pisces? At the end of the day, this person cannot let go. Oh, yeah. They know that this is a deep soul connection with the Lovers on the bottom of the deck. This person has a lot of confusion, and this person's worst enemy is their own mind. You know, they may be a person who's really capable of really showing up and being very stable and being, you know, plugging in a very committed, secure, abundant way. But their mind betrays them. Their mind tells them, you're not that, you're not there, you may not be able to show up in this way, you may not be successful at this, it's a risk. But with the Fool card and the Nine of Wands, it's like, and the Lovers on the bottom of the deck, it's like this person is sitting in this choice of like, I can either try, I can really go for it, and I can really give myself to this connection, and I can take this big, huge leap of faith, and I can possibly fall flat on my face. Or I can just sit here, you know, in this energy of not being able to let it go and not taking any action because I'm letting my own mind, my own thoughts tell me I'm not enough. Tell me I'm not, maybe I'm not worthy. Maybe I'll never be what Pisces needs me to be. Maybe I will fail. The mind is defeating the actual energy. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Lovers. So this person is trying to make the choice of, do they take the leap of faith or not? Do they just keep holding on? Do they just stay where they're at? Guarded, closed off, unavailable. Wow. You guys are getting 555. Wisdom, wake up call, time to move in a new direction. Yeah, I feel like this person has been sitting in an energy of protecting themselves for some time. But there is something here with when, you know, when you're angry, there's actually something else behind that. Anger isn't really a root emotion. It comes from something else. And it almost feels like this person with the red energy here, with passion, anger, and courage, it's kind of like this person has been through this cycle of wanting it, then being mad about it. Why did this have to happen to me? I wasn't trying to fall in love. I wasn't trying to be emotionally vulnerable. I didn't want to be coaxed out of my cave. You know what I mean? Okay, I have the courage to step forward. I have the courage to act on what I feel. I have the courage to go after what I really desire. And it's like this person has repeated this plan over and over and over again and has chosen protection over and over and over again. Like we see that with this knotless shell. But everything is connected and there is a cosmic plan. And it's like however many cycles of going through this, trying to get the courage up and then, coming back into a place of being angry that we didn't get our courage up and we didn't take action, and angry that we're passionate about it in the first place or that we wanted it all, and feeling these things. It's like we've gone through this cycle so many times, and eventually it's like there will be this energy of I almost get like frustration that leads to action. There is this 555 is a change. And so we're probably making a different choice with the Lovers on the bottom of the deck, with all these energies, the King of Pentacles, the Fool card energy. This person, when they think about settling down, when they think about committing, when they think about making anything really solid in life, it's only this connection that I feel like they even consider. This person mentally in their mind, it's like they sabotage themselves. They talk themselves out of their courage. This is like a self-critical energy that is constantly cutting itself down, or, cutting the legs off underneath it, you know, so that it doesn't take action, so that they don't take action. So let's see, what else can you tell us, Spirit? Holy hell. Talk about a change, my God. This person now, it's like maybe they've gone through this cycle enough times now that they are like, enough. All I can say is that I don't want to go through that cycle anymore. And so what has to come about for that to change? And you have the Death card and you have the Emperor card. What has to come about is that I have to put an end to allowing that in my life. And if what needs to happen is that I transform or I change so that I can step into my true power, into my ability to make a decision, to go after what I want, to just really empower myself to take control of the situation and not be batted around by the cycle of wanting it, getting mad that I want it, and trying to find the courage to come forward and then letting my own mind talk me out of it. I can't go through that. I can't keep going through that. So what I'm doing here is I'm looking at it and I'm saying something has to change. And if I can't let go of the connection with the Nine of Wands, I can't let it go, then I'm going to have to look within myself finally. And I'm going to have to let the things change and transform, 555 Death card, that are preventing me from being able to go after it. And I'm going to have to step into my power and I'm going to have to make the right choice. And we see the progress mentally with the Six of Swords on the bottom of the deck. This person has to come to a place of peace and acceptance that they can't let go, and that if they don't want to continuously experience this, which they have definitely decided, with the Six of Swords, it's like they got to come forward. They got to make peace with it. They've got to bring it into harmony. Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups, guys, underneath that. Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups. I've got to go after what I want. I've got to go after this new beginning in love. Wow. All right, so let's clarify this Death and the Emperor, please. Yeah. So this person's getting ready to take off. Yep. This person they're trying to be very positive. They're trying to take care of themselves. They're trying to, wow. This person is like, they are going for it. I mean, you have blast off here. There's just this energy of getting them, allowing the transformation, the true deep transformation to take place. They're going within and looking within themselves on how they can open up to this more empowered energy to come forward. And that is creating this deep transformation within them that is freeing them up to come forward, to be in a space, you know, with the King of Pentacles here, King of Pentacles in this green energy, prosperity, healing, abundance, where they trust themselves to be able to be a stable, consistent partner that is reliable, that is bringing health and well-being and peace and prosperity to the connection, rather than, you know, this overthinking, critical, sabotagey, I have to have my own way, I have to get my needs met, I don't care about you or your needs kind of energy. They have to overcome that. And how do they overcome it? With this milk, nourishment energy, self-love, where they are giving themselves what they need, where they're looking at these thoughts and they're saying, is this true? No, that's not true, you know, and they're loving themselves. So they're coming back in a much more balanced way. You have this memories energy on the bottom of the deck. It's like this person is fueled by nostalgia. Smell, like the scent. Like, this is coming across extremely strong. This person may sometimes smell your cologne or your perfume or whatever. And it's like, it's almost like fuel, or it's like something that, you know, makes them feel courageous, or something that, like, maybe they even take it as a sign or a synchronicity that, like, things are aligning and this can really happen and this can really work out. It's like a positive, optimistic sort of energy I get from this memories of, like, okay, it was good, I want that back, you know? And yeah, it's interesting. Okay, so Spirit, what else can you tell us? What else can you tell us for Pisces, please? All right. I think you're dealing with someone who has been afraid of commitment here. You have the High Priest and the Nine of Swords. This person, yeah, see, Two of Pentacles. So, all right. This person definitely wants to come forward. This person definitely wants to show up. This person still goes back and forth on whether or not they can really offer you what you want and what you need. With the Nine of Swords here, this person, there is still this underlying fear. And it's kind of like with the Two of Pentacles here, it's like they're not going to know if they can do it until they give it their best shot. That's just what I'm getting here. We all always have the choice between love and fear. And for those of you who are not familiar with me, the Two of Pentacles is my card for the choice between love and fear. And we always have this choice. Every choice we make at the very basis, the very heart of it is, are we choosing love for ourselves or are we choosing fear in this life? And, I think this is someone who in the past has typically chosen fear. They have typically let fear win. And I feel like fear is really what broke this apart in the first place. Fear is almost an extension of the ego, right? Fear keeps us safe. Fear protects us. Fear, kind of makes us, get ourselves to a place of safety. And if we're feeling emotionally vulnerable because we have feelings for someone that we can't control, that we can't cut off, that we can't let go, that's a space that can really bring about a lot of fear for people who haven't had a good experience, loving and being loved in this life. And I think in so many ways, there is nothing more frightening than really putting your heart on the line with another person. And so there's never going to be a time really where this energy shows up, where it's like committing to you doesn't scare me at all. I remember though, on my wedding day, I really felt I was like, oh yeah, I'm definitely making the right decision. Like, I don't know how I knew that at 23 years old, but I did. I knew what I was doing, I guess. I think I was just listening to my intuition. And I think that's what it is. It's like, you have to say, okay, well, whether it does or it doesn't, whether it is or it isn't, like there's only one way to find out, and that's to really go for it, and that's to really try. So let's clarify this energy and let's see what happens here. Yeah. Wow. Oh my gosh. You guys got 555 and now you have 666, and 6 is the energy of coming into harmony and unity with another person. There's a progress here. Wow. So this person I think they want to talk. I think they want to talk. I think they've grown, they've changed. They definitely want you to know. I feel like this person has been through a lot emotionally. We have this tidal wave here, and I feel like this is kind of an onslaught of emotions. You have this card of visions. I feel like this person has been really, envisioning what it would be like to be committed, or what it would be like if they did step up and if it did all work out. And I think that's something that this person might not have been able to really do in the past. It really wasn't truly going back and forth between love and fear, because the fear was so prevalent that this person never really saw the other side that was love. They just, they felt the imbalance within them. They felt the upset within them that was taking them to this choice point, and they just freaked out. In the past, they just let fear win without even really considering the counterbalance of it. It's only with maturity and time and feeling the loss, that has caused them to sort of go within and find the part within themselves that understands they've survived 100% of their worst days, and that they're a hell of a lot stronger than they think they are, and that this isn't going to destroy them if they go about it in a healthy way. If you enter into a relationship with healthy boundaries, you may experience heartbreak, or, you may get hurt, but, you may experience heartbreak, or, you may get hurt, but, you may experience heartbreak, or, 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 you may it's not the kind of hurt that happens when you're in a toxic relationship and you've put your happiness in someone else's hands because you're codependent, or they have an avoidant attachment style and they start detaching while you're still falling in love, and then they just ghost you and you have no idea what the heck happened because you've never felt this way about anyone, and they just disappeared with very little explanation, if any at all. You know what I'm saying? That's toxicity, and that oftentimes will breed an environment where it's like, your mind just gets lost in it, of like trying to process it, trying to figure it out, trying to understand. Wait, did that just happen back there? And how did that just happen? And that reaction just completely took me by surprise. And I don't understand why this person chose that route, or like, are they coming back? Like, what's going on? You know what I mean? And I feel like sometimes these things happen, we come together in a toxic way, and then we separate and we go, what was really wrong back there? Like, what happened? And we spend that time processing, and we get to know ourselves, and we seek answers, and we get curious, and sometimes we get counseling, sometimes we turn to YouTube videos, sometimes we turn to books, whatever it is that helps you. And then it's like, okay, through some introspection, through working on yourself, not looking to the other person at all, but only looking within. And we say, okay, well, how do I make myself the best I can be in a partnership? And then we show up in that energy the next time we have an opportunity for a partnership. And it feels like that's what this person has done. And it feels like they're trying to come back around to you. I'm not going to say this person's in perfect shape here, because I still see this, you don't know until you know. You don't know until you get in there and you do it. This person hasn't tested the new understanding that they have. With the high priest here, this person has definitely learned some spiritual lessons. They've definitely, I think, crossed some kind of threshold within themselves. And I think they have kind of discovered that they're a lot more resilient and a lot stronger. That is going to help them be braver and kind of face this opportunity with more courage than they had in the past. They'll be less likely to run. They definitely want to see you with the Gathering card. They definitely want to, I think, kind of feel you out, like see where you're at with the Two of Pentacles. Like, how does Pisces feel? Is Pisces feeling good about this? Is Pisces feeling bad about this? They may even want to kind of influence how you are seeing them, so that, you can consider possibly coming back together with them. This is definitely all about union. With the High Priest and the 666 on the bottom of the deck, this is about progress, and it's about union. It's about stepping up. It's about, us with us, looking within, making ourselves the best we can be. That's the only thing we have control over. And then showing up like that. And, if the other person does that and it doesn't work, well, then if they don't do it, then right? They just, that's not their journey. That's not their reaction to the catalyst. And ultimately, no matter what, you can pray to spirit, you can manifest, you can visualize. It is that person's choice. I feel like this is what came out yesterday, and I feel like it's coming out strongly again. We're getting a lot of twos, and we're getting the Lovers card. There's a lot about choice here. Someone's definitely making up their mind about coming forward. And also with the Two of Pentacles, guys, I'm just going to tell you, even if this person does come forward, they might take a step forward, 2 steps backward, take a step forward, take 2 steps backward. This person they're on the precipice. They're working through this change. They may have had a change within them, but it may not be fully integrated yet. They may not be able, they may be more like a deer in the headlights when it comes to actually implementing this in real life, when it comes to actually like stepping forward and putting this plan into action, And so I do feel this energy of like, yes, it's coming together. It's all coming together, but there may be some imbalance here, or there may be some up and down moments here of, yes, I want this, or yes, I'm coming forward, like, holy crap, this is scaring the crap out of me. I gotta back up here for a second. I gotta figure this out. Okay, I'm brave. I'm coming forward again. I don't think they want to do this. I think, when you're breaking a cycle in your life, you're breaking some kind of habit that you've always had. Remember how I said, it's like this person didn't even contemplate the other side of the fear, the love. They felt the fear, and the fear won. Now they have contemplated the other side because they haven't been able to let go. So they're feeling the other side, that love side. And so they're like, okay, maybe I want to make a different choice. Maybe I don't want to let fear win. Maybe I want to overcome this fear. And they may have overcome the fear as best they can on their own. But then it's like sitting face to face, or sitting across the table, or actually walking through it can then sometimes also be triggering and can make them have to face it again. So I feel an energy of being patient. We had the Temperance card there, and that Temperance card is just sort of allowing things to come together. It's allowing the divine to kind of help sort of guide and bring this together. And I see that working in your life. And if it's working in your life, and we're seeing all these signs and synchronicities in this reading, then it's probably happening also in their life. Spirit may be leading this whole thing back together. So trust, have patience, allow it to work out. If someone takes a step forward and then they take a step backwards, don't take it personally. Don't just let it evolve in the way that it wants to evolve. I feel very strongly. Okay, so let's just one more, Spirit. What can you tell Pisces right here, right now? What can you tell Pisces? What does Pisces need to know? Oh my God. Spirit. Wow. One card. That's all you got, Pisces, from Spirit. And here's the shock of a lifetime. It's the Strength card. Some of you are definitely dealing with Leos. This is an energy of, listen, the only thing that you can bring to the table here is your best self. The only thing that you can do here, Pisces, is overcome your own lower vibrational energies. If you are coming to the table someone who has overcome their lower vibrational tendencies, and we're removing one person triggering from the equation, and we're only dealing with another person possibly triggering in the equation, that's going to help significantly, right? Because even though you may want to react if someone reaches out to you and then doesn't, you may want to kind of chase them, or you may want to be like, well, what was that? Well, that's rude. This is a space of, I feel like, non-judgment. I feel like it's a space of holding your own line and not judging another person, but just looking at yourself. And with the Magician here, this is a sense of, you have empowered yourself. You now have all these tools in your own toolbox to where you're manifesting, you're alchemizing. It's obviously working, because I feel like this person is coming forward. I feel like that is kind of what you want, Pisces. And I feel like, this is sort of like a confirmation that you are on the right path, and that the things that the tools that you're employing to help yourself are helping, and that you are overcoming your lower vibrational energies. And if you don't trigger, and you don't take something personally, and you don't go, oh my gosh, okay, this happened, now I have to do all these things or whatever. If you just hang in your own energy and just let this person figure it out, and let them come to you how they need to come to you, and then come to you right, if that is what you want, if you want this person to show up and you want them to show up in the right energy, it feels like it's going to be a process of patience, and it's a process of discovering your own strength and your own capacity to hold your own line and to be the pillar of consciousness in your own life, and allow that person to work through what they need to work through without trying to fix them, without trying to have the answers, without blaming them, without judging them. That is love. Love is, hey, I can see you're going through it, and I wish I could help you. I wish I could be there for you, but you know what? I got to be here for me. I have found the tools within myself to be able to be in this energy, and I trust that you can too. I believe in you. Oh my God, major spiritual lesson here, Page of Pentacles. All right, Pisces, we're going to clarify the Strength card. What is strength for Pisces? Wow. Holy crap. You guys are getting violet. Violet energy is, I associate it, well, it's the crown chakra, but I associate that violet energy with the angels, the archangels. And I do feel a sense of, just sort of letting spirit do what spirit needs to do, temper the situation. You have this diamond promise, which takes me back all the way to the beginning, which is the bless. You're going to be blessed no matter what, Pisces. You are going to come out of this better off no matter what. You will be tasting the sweetness of life. And, with the hummingbird and the sweetness, hummingbirds do the impossible. This tiny, tiny little bird the size of my thumb flies across the entire Gulf of Mexico in one foul swoop. How that is possible, I have no idea. But they do it. They do it every year. They come to Florida. And it's like, you may not see it. You may not know where it's coming from. You may not know how it's coming in towards you, but you are going to taste the sweetness of life. I feel like spirit is definitely promising you that. You do have the snake on the bottom of the deck, which is forbidden. And then you have underneath that the ladybug, which is luck. And then you have the bridge, which is reconciliation. Until someone sheds their skin, until they grow, until they step up, you do not want them in your life. You don't, not like physically present with you. You want someone who is going to show up in the energy of having grown and changed and desired it and found it and done it on their own and shown up to you in a different and better energy. Some of you may see ladybugs. Some of you may have already, the ladybug may be a sign or a synchronicity for you. But this is telling you, like, luck is on your side. This is changing. This person is growing. They are shedding their skin. They are, this is like some kind of confirmation with the ladybug. With the bridge, this is, we're working toward, we're tempering the energy. Trust, have faith that things can come back together here. Woo, Pisces. Okay. I am going to, of course, get you some message cards. Here, I'm going to use these. For Pisces, please, Spirit. God, Pisces, you guys are blessed. There is something where favor is shining upon you. I feel it. You have be blessed on this winding journey home if you're dealing with a water sign. The best is yet to come. I love you, baby. You're guiding me home. If you're dealing with a fire sign, I'm sorry for hurting you. I hope you can forgive me. I want to kiss you. Your touch is like no other. I'm finally ready. Aww. On the bottom it says, I'll be with you soon, I promise. I feel like awe energy there with the fire sign. All right, if you're dealing with an earth sign, holy crap. Our new beginning is so close. Make sure you rest. I'm sorry for what I did to you. I know I made a mistake. My soul is bound to your soul. Distance can't stop us. Take time to do what makes you happy. I won't leave you again. Clear your energy. If you're dealing with an air sign, I will dance with you forever in this life. There is no obstacle I wouldn't face for our love. When I follow my heart, it leads me to you. The past is the past. Let it go. Pisces. This is what I have for you. I hope it helps. I hope it brings you some peace and clarity, Pisces. You sweet, sweet souls. I am sending you off with all my very best. If this reading resonated with you, please let me know. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Like 60-something% of the people that watch my videos watch them over and over again and do not subscribe. I would deeply appreciate it if you would subscribe. Until next time, Pisces, I send you off with all my very best. Always, always, always. Bye-bye.